What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark, MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and I'm here to talk about A+. I'm sorry, I gave the grade at the beginning. The Penguin, which is currently available. It's so weird. I don't usually it's like A+. It's on Max with audio description by International Digital Center. This is the best thing I've ever watched, and it's currently available for you to watch. You watch the first episode, you probably should just stop watching this and just go watch The Penguin. Just leave. Bye. Get out and just go watch this. You're not leaving. Okay. This is a spinoff of the Batman, and it takes Colin Farrell, who I listen to some stuff. I do my research. I found out that Colin Farrell's character actually was like the highest tested character in the when they were, I guess, doing some test audiences. He tested higher than anybody else, so with his limited amount of screen time, so they knew that they had gold on their hand. Colin Farrell's fantastic. I had him on my, I remember having him on my top 10 list that year for supporting actor. I think I also had John Turturro, actually, to be fair. I think I had both of them. Because I thought they both did really excellent work in The Batman, Matt Reeves' The Batman. So I'm all over the place on this. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't introduce my black hat, baseball cap on. Sorry for my blind people. Black sunglasses. I'm wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt. And this show's got me all over the place. I love it. International Digital Center does the audio description for this. It's written by Dakota Green. And it is... I love it. I love the audio description. I love the narrator. I love the writing. I love the show. I love Colin Farrell. I love Cristin Miliotti. She's fantastic in this. She comes in as Sofia, the new heir to the throne. I should tell you what this is about. It takes place I think a week or two after the events of the film. So the floodwaters have sort of receded, and Falcone is dead. John Turturro dies at the end of The Batman. Sorry, spoiler alert, but you should probably watch the movie before you watch The Penguin. So, anyway, the show opens up with Oswald going in to, the son who is the heir to the Falcone legacy, and he's sitting there listening to him talk and bullshit, and then the kid says something that offends him, and he just shoots him. Oswald just takes the gun out and shoots him, and then he wraps the body up, and he uses this other guy, Victor. I know I'm going to be more interested in Victor with more episodes, who becomes his right hand man in this, and they get rid of the body. And I love that the Penguin has a purple car. I love that he's just so flashy that he just drives a purple car, so that everybody instantly notices that it's Penguin's car, It's great. So, there's so many things about this show that I love. This is a show that I watch immediately, and I'd already heard the vibes. It's compared to The Sopranos and Goodfellas, direction by Scorsese, stuff like that, and it has all of that. It is everything that you would think about that. It is a brutal crime drama. It doesn't even necessarily feel like it's a comic book film at all. There's no Batman here. There's no superhero. Nobody has any weird powers. Nobody's trying to save the day. This is all about a power grab. This is a Mafia movie about a power grab that just happens to feature the Penguin from the Batman comic book series. If you rename him and, and it's no longer called The Penguin and it's just a different show, it's a Mafia show at its core, and it's done and it's told really well. There's every scene worked for me. I understood why we had the scene. I thought every scene was necessary. Introductions were necessary. I love when Cristin Miliotti comes in as Sofia, and she just kind of quietly enters the room. And even the audio description doesn't say who it is. There's a figure has entered the room. And I'm like, oh my God, who's the figure? Run, Oswald! I was like, this could be anybody. especially as a blind person who couldn't even see like what the shape of the figure. I was like, this could literally be Bane. Um, Bane comes in and I don't know, but I miss Bane. Uh, yeah, so it's just a brilliant show. I can't even like put the words together. I feel like I'm just fan reviewing this series. This is the kind of show where it's a good thing that they didn't drop all the episodes at once, because I would have watched all of them. And I can't say that about most shows because I typically don't binge watch. I binge watch sometimes for reviewing purposes to try to get things out, but I kind of detest it. It's not something I do. But I would have binge watched this. I would have watched the whole thing. I would have just accidentally watched all of Batman, all of the Penguin, in one sitting. It's just been like, oh shit, I watched the whole thing. Damn. Because it just feels like you're watching a movie, and it just would have kept going. It's so cinematic. They spent obviously a lot of time and care on this. The showrunners are excellent. This is clearly going to win Emmys. Um, no wonder they moved it up from Max. So people were obviously looking at this and they're like, "This is the best thing we've made." I don't know what to tell you. I didn't. This is gonna win Emmys. We should probably move this up to HBO. Let's stick our HBO logo on it instead of just Max. Yeah, this is HBO inheriting the prestige that came along with the show, and sticking it on there. So, I cannot recommend this show enough. I don't usually give A pluses to pilots, or to TV shows, because when I do it for a movie, it usually means like, I take it to a desert island, like that kind of thing. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Watch it a lot. I've only seen this episode once, but instantaneously I was like, have I seen anything that I've reacted to like this in this amount of time? No. Like I can't remember what the last show was that had me this excited, on this level, where I was like, I definitely would have watched. I've had shows that I've loved, that I've been really intrigued, that I've been like, oh my god, why did you cancel that after one season? That was great. Shows that have grown, shows where it's like, oh, the pilot's really promising, and man, that first season really became a banger season. But this first episode just opened so strong that I was like, oh man, it's over? Come on, like, where's more? I want more. I want more right now. Give me more right now. And I don't always have that reaction, um, especially after a pilot. It's a lot easier for me because I'm so new to the universe to leave after a pilot, because I feel like I just am learning these characters. And yeah, it has the benefit of coming off of a movie, but I've seen other spin-offs and stuff before that have been connected to other things. So this isn't like the first thing is that has connective tissue. It's just so well told. It's just, you have to see it for yourself. Colin Farrell's performance is uncanny. There's nothing like it. Cristin Miliotti is going to get an Emmy nomination too. These two people are easily. I don't know about the supporting cast. We have to see how the rest of the episode pans out. Just because of the amount of screen time with certain characters, you're like, I don't know who's going to get more screen time, and where they're going to go with certain characters. So, but it's easy to just look at those two characters and go, off the pilot alone, I feel like they get Emmy nominations. So, yeah, fantastic. Highly recommend. Please watch it. Excellent. This isn't even like a coherent review, because I haven't. The problem is I haven't had time to sit down with people who love the Penguin and have that. So I'm having it on my YouTube channel with you. So, and I've had a couple people comment, they're like, it feels like I'm just talking to a friend about TV shows and movies. And it's like, cool. I'm glad that we feel like that, because that's kind of what I feel like I needed to do, but I didn't have that. No, I didn't know anybody, and to have that kind of conversation, just between the release, I was more concerned about getting a review up. So sadly, I just didn't have that. Let's sit down. Let's talk. I gotta talk about the Penguin. We gotta talk about this, which I sometimes get to do, and then I get to get all of that out, and then I can actually cohesively think about it. But I don't know. Maybe next week will be different. Maybe the initial shock of it being this fucking good will wear off. But I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting it to be good, but not like once in a decade, or like once. Like, this is easily the best thing of the year, hands down. Yeah, easily. Shogun's great. You know what I'm saying? I know it just won the Emmy. It's better than Shogun. Especially out of the gate. Pilot to pilot is better. So yeah, I didn't want to stop. It's already, I think the pilot is already over an hour. It's like, I think it was like an hour and 12 or something like that. You could have kept going. Could have been 2-hour pilot. I wouldn't have cared. 3-hour pilot. No, I wouldn't have cared. I don't know how long this could have gone, but, I wouldn't have stopped. So, brilliant audio description, which I would love to talk about in more detail with more thought when I have a coherent thought about the show that isn't just, please watch the show. I'll be back with more stuff next week. Although the next episode isn't until like, it premiered on a Thursday, and then it won't be back for like 10 days, because this next episode is until like Sunday the 29th, I think. So, yeah, long wait for everybody to marinate on this first episode and make sure that everybody gets to watch it. I don't know why it has a Thursday premiere. It's because of Industry. I know Industry is currently in the time slot and they wanted to premiere it there. Odd. Still, Thursday still feels like a weird. Anyway, all you need to know is that this is excellent, and I'm giving it an A+, and you should watch it. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I wish my thoughts were more coherent on the Penguin, but we'll see next week. After, maybe I'll even watch this episode again. If I have the time between now and then, I'll watch it again. But this was excellent. This is a masterclass in how to do a pilot correctly. So, see you guys on the other side.